What's up, my survivors? Whoa, my bad. I'm binging YouTube. So I wasn't planning on recording this one today, but like I said, I've been binge watching YouTube, and it kind of gave me the motivation to make this video. Because this is chapter 14, episode 1. I don't know if it's going to be episode 2 or not. Because I'm basically going to pull out mainly a lot of bullying I went through on this video. Okay, let's say it like this. When I grew up, in the neighborhood I grew up in, I've said it before, most of the neighborhood was related. And so I felt like a outcast. And I did say in another video, yeah, I did have my group of friends, but they did not really live in my neighborhood, which kind of sucked, because I had one friend that lived in the neighborhood. She was right across the street from me. So I had her, and I had another friend of mine, but her too. She was related to people in the neighborhood. And they really had a lot to say about her, but she was she was such a sweetheart. Such a sweetheart. But so it wasn't like anything these two could really do. I'm so sorry about this. It wasn't really much that these two could do about the bullying going on with me. But okay. One thing, a few things I do remember. There's this one time, our school bus, because I've said it before, yes, I rode a cheese bus before we moved closer to my high school. It broke down, and it was in this ditch. And everybody was like, come on, come up, just leap up, we'll catch you. Well, at the time, I was like, nope, y'all not getting me the okie doke. I jump up there, run up there, and then I just fall into the street on that hard concrete. No. I don't know if this happened before or after the beach incident. I'm just going to say this incident, and then I will bring up the beach incident. But I'll never forget. Mind you, I still had my V card at the time. And we on our way home. Mind you, quite a few people on that bus no longer had their V card. I still had mine. But for whatever reason, this was the first time I ever wanted to end my life. I just wanted to, I'm done. And then going telling my mother didn't help. But we're sitting on the bus. I'm at the front of the bus, minding my business, waiting for my bus stop. And as I'm sitting there, I'm not sure if it was every single person, but to me, it sounded like every single person on that bus yelled out, Dee Dee's a whore. Now, of course, I'm not going to break down and give these people the satisfaction at the time. But inside, I felt crushed. Inside, I'm like, why y'all picking on me? I don't do nothing to y'all. So why y'all picking on me? My bus stop come, I go home. I go lay down on my mother's bed. She was still at work at the time. She called me to check to see if I made it in the house. I'm like, yeah, but I was crying so badly, I couldn't breathe. And to be honest with you, after that, I didn't want to breathe, because that wasn't the first bully incident. But it was I didn't want to breathe. And she wasn't a comfort like I needed her to be at that specific moment. was like, do you not understand that this, well, to your young child, a whole bus of kids just called her something that was not true. Not true at all. But okay, that was nor here nor there. I knew I still had to get up the next morning. Maybe I didn't get on the bus that next morning because it was easy for me to. My mother would go to bed way before we had to go to school. So I would wait for my mother to call. And if she would call, I'd be like, Mom, I don't feel good. I can't go to school. This is happening. That's happening. Knowing good as well I was lying. I just didn't want to go to school. So I probably did that. Because that's like, why am I being picked on? Like, for the longest time in school, I'm like, maybe I'm not that pretty. But then, once I got older and other people that's outside of that neighborhood, once they giving me all these compliments, or I go out and other folk I'm engaged with, they're like, oh, you're so, I'm like, am I really? And then, like, eventually I gained that confidence I needed. Okay, so that's one bully story. The second one, it happened. It was somebody, I'm not saying no name, not giving no nicknames. It was somebody that I used to go to her house. She used to walk with me to go pick up my brother because my brother is younger than me. And of course, I would get out of school before him. And as I said, my mother would still be at work sometime, overtime and all that. So I would have to walk to go pick up my brother. So, she, showed certain things. So I made we in biology class and, it's teaching us about our bodies and stuff. So I made a comment about it. Now, everybody, and when I say everybody knew this girl wanted to fight me over a comment. And when I tell you this comment was small, it wasn't bashing her. It wasn't calling her out her name or nothing like that. I just simply said, well, this ain't nothing like other stuff we watched. That's basically all I said. She took that, and I don't know how she heard it, but everybody, including somebody I was super tight with, knew this girl wanted to fight me after school. And this is a point in time where I had not fought. Only person I've ever fought before then was this guy that, we both went to the same babysitter. So like I said, everybody know this. I'm at gym class. We walking around the track. Everything seems really weird to me. But I don't say nothing. So a girl that we also shared the same babysitter, I believe. Because she had a twin brother. And I believe that we all went to the same babysitter. She pulls me aside. And she said, yeah, such and such is planning on fighting you when y'all get off the school bus. Really? Why didn't? Okay. So, this was back in the day. I used to wear rings on every single finger. Like all 10 of my fingers, I stayed with rings on all of them. So I'm sitting on the school bus, and then that's when it hit me, because people that don't normally talk to me, like, yeah, girl, you better leave them rings on. I don't know why you taking them off. because I didn't know why I was taking them off either, but I did. Most of them anyway. So then, this is the day when normally I would not get off at this bus stop. We had no choice but to get off this bus stop because they was doing work on the street. So everybody had to basically get off this bus stop. So I believe we started fighting outside at the bus stop, and like some adults stopped it. But so I'm thinking, okay, I just want to walk home and get away from all this. No, it was okay. We're going to move the fight to this area. So we're fighting one-on-one at first. But then all of a sudden, I hit the ground. I know she didn't do it. It's like somebody grabbed my legs and I was down on the ground. This is the one time, well, not the one time, but this is when I knew that some people did have my back. Because it was this really tall guy. He was in a higher grade than me. He actually lived in the back of the house, in the back of my house on a different street. He actually walked to my house, knocked on my door, and told my mother, "They up there fighting your daughter." And when I tell you, when I talked to my mother after that, she said she don't remember taking 3 steps. All I know is I remember being on the ground. She was on top of me. And next thing you know, she was no longer there. When I tell you my mother, woof, knocked her off of me. And then so, I didn't feel embarrassed or nothing like that because that's something I would do for my child. Because it was uncalled for. Number one, I felt like it was more than one in the fight. Because like I said, it wasn't her who put me on the ground. But I'm talking to my mother, she was like, I guess she has so much adrenaline in her that she don't remember walking, running, none of that. And this is the point where I say bullying can do serious psychological damage. Because till this day, some of the issues I had or had is because of what was done to me and the bullying in school. Because wait a minute, that's not the last incident. Same girl that I fought in my middle school, every single year they would do this beach trip where they would take everybody, all the grades, to the beach. So, mind you, I'm not a swimmer at all. I don't even like putting my head underwater because, black girl, don't want to get my hair wet. It's kind of weird because, I don't know, like, showing my feet and nothing like that. But, one of the dudes that lived across the street from me at the time, he was like, "You got pretty feet. What you hiding them for?" I don't like showing my feet. But same girl wanted to fight me. Here she come. I'm thinking everything over and done with. But no. She's like, "I'm going to help you." She takes my head and try to drown me. Like, I'm fighting to get up and all that. Nobody is helping me. Nobody. I don't even remember how it ended. I just remember people that was closest to me. My mother even reached out to them and was like, "Don't contact my daughter no more. Nothing with my daughter because you were of no help." I explained to my mother, I said, "Ma, I knew nothing about this fight at the bus stop till gym class, and one of the twins, well, the female twin, told me, yeah, such and such want to fight you. The whole incident at the beach, I didn't know that was going to happen. And that messed with me big time. Big time. So before any of y'all, please talk to y'all. That's why I'm so hard on my son. I'm like, when he come in here with an attitude, what happened? No, talk to me. Because somebody bullying you, we're going to correct it right now. Because I know how it is to be bullied. And then, now I got all the confidence in the world. Do I think I'm ugly? Heck no. Do I think I'm less than? Heck no. Even with this disabled side. No, I don't. I learned that it was their insecurities. It was them, not me. But please, I'm probably not going to, I know I'm not going to post this until tomorrow. So y'all don't think I'm dirty and, had nothing else to put on. I mean, it's hot in this house, and it's house size while the air is on. So I'm not going to post it tomorrow. I mean, today I'm going to post it tomorrow. But please, talk to your children about bullying. Tell them it's not cool, because you never know. Because mind you, none of these people knew what was really going on with me. Like, I had a lot going on. I was in a house with a single mother, busting her butt, working sometimes 2 jobs to take care of me and my brother, which meant I had to be, the second woman in charge, I guess you can call it. Like, I had to make sure he was. Are you really about to? That's Queen, everybody. Yeah, Queen, do you mind? Do you mind? I guess she wanted to make an appearance, but talk to your children. Because I did learn this in recent years. You don't know that girl you call a whore or slut or any of those kind of names. You don't know if somebody that's close to her touched her. That girl, and that's the weakest move to me. You going around, everybody around the school know that you want to fight this person, but the person. So you're going to sneak? You're going to sneak me? That's not being strong. That's not, I can't think of the words right now. That's not nothing that ever, like, I tell my kids, you don't bully nobody. Nobody. Because you don't know what's going on in that person's household. You don't know if their parents are unable to work right now for some strange reason, and that's why, they wear the same clothes. No, dude, I gotta stop drinking it before I do these videos. You don't know if you don't know their at-home predicament, basically. You don't know why they are the way they are. You could be the same person going through it. So don't make fun of nobody. You defend yourself if need be. If they shoot words at you, you just shoot words right back. Don't just go off being a bully. Because like I said, right after I was called that, due to the fact that I still had my V card And at the same time, I was going through unwanted touches. And y'all call me that. Like, I seriously wanted to just end it. I just wanted to end. I just like, what they gonna do if I'm gone? I don't want no fake memorials at the school. I don't want no fake crying. I feel that way till this day. Not about the school though. Certain members or certain people. I leave this earth. Don't shed fake tears. Please don't. Ain't nobody got time for crocodile tears. But everyone, please talk to your children. Make sure they're not the bullies. Make sure that they're not being bullied. Because you best believe bullying did not stop when I graduated. I'm talking to my son every day, all the time about it. We have different ways for him to cope with it. I still to this day don't know why one of my sons don't want to be called by his real name. And he said he don't want to talk about it. It's like, were you bullied? At the end of the day, I look at all my children. I made some beautiful children. Beautiful children. I mean, no, none of their donors was ugly, except for that first one. I was young, dumb, whatever. He was way older than me too. I was like 17 when I met him. He was like going on 30. But please talk to y'all children about bullying. Let's stop it. Because these school shootings, they're not going to stop until we talk to our children and learn our children. Like, maybe, just maybe, if we talk to them, we can get through to them to stop them before it happened. Or maybe like go to the school and have like a whole assembly about what this, I mean, I know that would probably be embarrassing for a child, but anything to stop what's going on. Because every day when my children go out to school, it's sad to think that there's no guarantee. I don't want to start crying, but there's no guarantee. I mean, heck, remember, people aren't even safe in church anymore. Talk to your children. Please talk to your children. I know normally I end this on like a happy-go-lucky note, but it's such a serious topic. I do want to end it now because at 23 minutes. My bad. There will be a chapter 14, episode 2, because I'm not done. Because I'm going to drill in everybody's mind. Please, please, please talk to your children. Find out where their mind space is. Because if I wanted to, not if I wanted to, because I mean, I could have been one of them children massacring the whole school because I was teased. I was called out my name. Somebody tried to drown me. But I didn't. And that's all I can tell you is I didn't. But in episode 2, I will be breaking that part down. So y'all know how I always end my videos. I'm out of here, coach.